Hi, Dolly people, and welcome to the new venture. I purchased some of the sweetest reroutes from my rerouter, Nina, and these are the girls. Well, one of the girls. So this is. I actually don't know who she is, but I do know that she's Ever After High. She's pink, and Nina rerouted her in an adorable blend of pinks. And she also rerouted a Draculara, which you guys know. Draculara is my all-time favorite Monster High. She rerouted them in the super nice hair, and I am itching to paint this girl. Itching. But before I purchased these dolls, she did mention that she wanted to send me a box filled with American Girl stuff. We hadn't really discussed what the stuff is. I don't think I really cared because American Girl stuff is always going to be my jam. So she sent these two girls, and she also sent a big old box of so many possibilities. It was filled with doll heads, wigs. This girl got a wig. Yeah, she got a wig. It was filled with wigs, eyes, bodies, and through going through all of the stuff, I realized that I actually have enough to construct an entire doll right now. Like, I don't have to actually buy or source anything. I have enough to make one doll right now. And I'm kind of nervous because I have never done anything with the inner workings of an American Girl doll. My American Girl dolls they've always been complete. This is actually not the first time Nina has sent me an American Girl doll. Girl right here, which is Josefina, with a custom wig, or a new wig rather. My Josefina was a gift from Nina. So sweet. And I believe she's a Pleasant Company doll. Yep, she's a Pleasant Company doll. And there's something really sweet about the Pleasant Company dolls that the newer girls definitely tap into, but they don't fully embody. Like, Mattel is taking American Girl in fun places, and I'm here for the ride. I really am. But this girl was a gift to me some time ago from Nina. Yeah. So this is not even the first time Nina has gifted me American Girl stuff. She knows that I love American Girl, and I think that's exactly why she was like, hey, do you want this stuff? Because I don't think she's really into American Girl like that. But while going through this box, and I went through this box off camera because I didn't expect to want to make a video, but the box inspired. In that box, and don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. What's funny is I've actually been playing with her. But in that box, there was, I believe this is the Addie sculpt. So this sculpt right here. Here she is. She's got a little boo-boo on her nose. She needs to be cleaned and restored. I've popped this wig that was included in the box onto her and absolutely fell in love. You guys know when I love a doll, they get a hat. So she's already got a hat. I'm so excited. I guess I'll just take you guys on the journey with me of figuring out who this girl is. What's even crazy is that a part of me wants to call her Samantha, and she's not even got a face. I'm gonna hold off on trying to name her because I don't know who she'll become. But I do know that this wig, particularly with this side part, is where I want to go with her. I really do. And I had options because that box, there are other wigs. Did I leave them out? Oh, I put them up. I put them up. But there were other wigs. This was one of them. There were other heads, and there were other bodies and eyes, and just she hooked me up. She really did. She hooked me up. But I'm so excited to bring her to life. Really excited about this girl. I actually think I want to put her head on a G3 body. I do like that she's come complete and everything, but I do think that I'm going to try and squeeze her onto a G3 body. I like Draculara being more on the curvier side, so I'm so excited about her. But this video is about bringing this baby to life. Now I know for a fact because Nina and I have done trades and stuff in the past. I know for a fact that Nina has sourced these dolls probably from secondhand places, and the dolls weren't really in the best of quality, so that not quality, they weren't in the best of condition. So, and she purchased them with the intent of making them into something else. So I knew that the dolls would probably be in this sort of a condition, so I'm not upset or anything like that. In fact, it makes me really happy because I could literally never do anything to my sweet little baby here. I really couldn't. This girl is so unspeakably important to me. She was my very first American girl, and I say girl because my very first official American Girl doll was a boy, and I've named him Ryan. He's here. You can't see him because this girl in the way. That's his arm. Anyway, I purchased Ryan, and Ryan brought me so much joy that I went back the very next day and purchased this girl. And she was like everything and then some. There's so much wonder just locked in these dolls. I don't know why. I don't know. It transports me right back to being a kid and finding so much joy in inanimate objects. But yeah, so I could never do anything to her. She's so special. She has a stain. I don't actually know how she got this stain. She's had a stain for some time, and it's pretty faint, but it's right there. And I did try removing it with no luck at all. That zit cream situation did not work on that stain. And I don't know what stained her. I'm always checking my dolls for staining. I don't really want them stained. I do know that sometimes you can't really help it depending on dolls, because my dolls don't really get redressed often. But she ended up stained somehow. And I would love to try some things with this head, since she's already stained and everything and needing rehabilitation. She's so cute, even without her eyes and looking like this. I just think she's so cute. Such a cute sculpt. I want to try and clean this head up. I'm gonna have to sand her nose because I took a magic eraser to the nose to see if that was something that I can get off. No, her nose is gonna have to be slightly sanded in order to smooth that plastic out. So I'm gonna sand her, I'm gonna clean her up. I'm also going to boil her a little bit just so I can make sure that her head is the correct shape it's supposed to be. And then after I get finished with the cleaning process, I'm gonna go in, I'm going to seal, and I'm going to see if I could cover these stains, if I could blush these stains. Look at her, she's so sweet. We're gonna see if I can do this sculpt some justice and give my very first American Girl doll a sister. So I'm currently at a place where I was able to string the body. The limbs weren't stringed onto the body. So her limbs looked like they were in bad shape when I unboxed the doll, but after that really good clean, because I gave these limbs the same kind of clean that I gave her face. I also put her eyes in. But stringing this body was actually not as hard as I thought, and it's made me super duper excited about the rest of my dolls, because I'll be able to string and tighten some of my existing dolls already. I love these eyes. these were also included in the box. But when she sleeps, they are a different color. They're that color, and that doesn't bother me. And I have an idea of what I'll do to kind of incorporate that. Yeah. After cleaning her, she's not in the worst shape that I thought that she was. Her staining is pretty substantial around here. She's got like some little spots over here and the staining here. So the plan, right? I'm not going to really erase the painting inside her mouth here. I like that. I think I'm gonna get rid of the brows and do new brows. And I'm going to work towards blushing a lot of this discoloration away instead of removing the stain. Mainly because I don't really want to wait. Yeah, I don't really want to wait. It is summertime, but it's been very rainy here, so I don't know how long I'd be waiting, but I don't want to wait because I do know that the last time I tried removing a stain, the successful stain removal that I did took 2 weeks. I don't want to do that. Besides, the staining that's really bad will be under the wig. No one will ever see it. And I think that I might have a really cool idea to make these stains actually work for her. I do not have any polyfill. I haven't had polyfill in my crafting collection for years, mainly because I have a jar. This is my jar of scrap yarn. I also put like, there's some sewing scraps in here, like the fabric was super duper important to me, and I felt like the scraps needed to be respected and used, so they're in here too. I cut them into strips and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stuff her with yarn. I like that idea. I'm gonna stuff her with yarn. Also in the box that Nina sent was more yarn. She sent some really good yarn. Lots of baby yarn. Like, she sent this stuff here. Oh, that's such a nice color. She knows I love purple, so she included some purple yarn. And she also included this really cool baby yarn that I'm making a hat for this little person out of really nice chenille yarn. And a lot of the yarns that she included, I intend on using. They're all in colorways that I really like. Anything that I would really make. Like, this is a lot of gray. There's some cream in there. And it's not a bad yarn. It's another chenille yarn. It's really soft and fuzzy. People typically make blankets or even amigurumi out of this stuff, but I'm probably not going to. And in the spirit of using everything from her box, I was like, oh, I could use my stuffing. And then if that's not enough, because I understand that you need to really stuff these dolls in order for them to stand properly, I could use this because there's tons of it, and it will do really good in the way of giving the body like some squishy, almost buoyancy. It'll pack it in. Okay, so after the stuffing process, I actually had to wait for sealant to come in before I could move on to her face up. I've sealed her, cleaned her as much as I want to, and here you can see the beginning stages of that idea I had to cover up the stains, but to also give her some character. I have wanted to do a doll with the skin condition vitiligo for some time now. Um, I guess I just couldn't figure out what doll to do that on, but with this doll coming with stains, I felt like it was the perfect opportunity to try it out, but also create some diversity in my doll collection when it comes to American Girl, because I do have this sculpt already. So I opted to cover the most harshest portions of the staining, which was around this area here and here. There was some staining underneath her eyes that I also decided to put the different pigmentation. And it also ties in the eyelids, so I didn't have to like either repaint the eyelids of these eyes. I feel like it works perfectly. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Look at her. She's so sweet. Oh boy, she's adorable. So yeah, I'm gonna move on with that. This is just the first coat of that. There's still portions of it that needs to dry. Yeah. So this is the direction we're going in, and it looks like it's gonna work out quite nicely. There was a scuff mark that I actually didn't realize was still visible until just now. Ugh, that's annoying. And I don't want to put I don't want to put a vitiligo spot there because I wanted to put some blush there. The blush might actually cover that up. That might not actually be a problem. Even if it's still there after we finish the face up, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think it'll just blend. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I also want to note that whenever I do rehabilitation on any doll or I'm updating them, especially a vintage doll or one that's discontinued, because I believe the doll that she was before was discontinued, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am not an American Girl aficionado, so I don't know. But my point was in saying all that is that I don't really want to change who she is, so I won't be doing a face up that's like super different, and I'm also not going to be opting for a face up that makes her look older per se. I've seen those. I've actually done that custom. It's not my favorite for these particular kinds of dolls. I kind of want her to just be a young girl the way the rest of my American Girl dolls are. Also, so she won't like stand out in that way in the lineup. So, this is the direction. I'm excited. I'm excited. And I actually think these eyes are really cute. So sweet. So sweet. Okay, here's our girl. So I completed the face up off camera just so I could lock in and really enjoy the process. I really like how her vitiligo spots are coming through. I think she's so cute. I didn't do very much. I wanted to make sure that I didn't overdo her face and everything. I was going to do some on her hands, but I opted out of that because I was like, I'm probably going to be dressing her all the time and I don't want to scratch all the work that I put in. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and put her wig on, and I think I'm gonna glue her wig down because I'm pretty sure I'm happy with the wig that I've chosen for her. the wig and she's essentially finished. Let's see if we can find her style. I'm thinking I want to put her in overalls. I feel like at some point all of my American Girl dolls end up in overalls. I want to use these. Yeah, I want to use these. And of course, if she's gonna be in overalls, I need like a cute top, maybe white. She's got a lot of purple in her hair, and it kind of makes me want to put these skates on her with like some nice socks. But I don't know if she'll sit on the shelf good like that. I do like this white shirt with the overalls and obviously like a nice pair of shoes. I'm gonna set this to the side because that's almost a definite. I'll probably always come back to that sort of a combination. But I have these, and I feel like they would be really cute on her. I don't know what shoes I would put with these, or what top, to be honest. Maybe I could get her in a dress. Let's look. There is one gripe that I have about putting her together, and it would have to be that I don't have any underwear for her to put on. I mean, I do, but they're boy underwear. Yeah. The only time I purchased underwear for the American Girl dolls were, is when I saw these really cute boxers that had like Superman on it. I think they had Superman on it, or Superman's logo or something like that, for one of my American Girl dolls that is a boy. And I haven't purchased any underwear because they typically come with underwear, but being that she was a gift and a project doll, I don't have any underwear for her, which sort of bugs me. And I definitely could just sew some. Ooh, but I don't want to. But I could just sew some. Like, I have boxers, but that just, I don't know. That doesn't feel right. This would be so cute. But you guys have seen that one. You guys watched me make that one. Here, let's start with the socks, because I know whatever shoes she puts on, she's gonna need socks. So let's start there. I just found a pair of underwear in here. They're vintage. I believe these are from a vintage like lot of clothing that I found some time ago. But I wonder if they would fit on her, and if they do, that would kind of make me feel less shitty about her not having her underwear. Okay, so they fit. They fit. They just, that cut makes it looks a little bit like a diaper, but they do fit. So that makes me feel better. But now that, you know, knowing that she actually has some underwear. I don't know. I'm not finding anything else I want to put her in. I am having ideas about what I want to eventually sew for her. Going through these clothes. Oh, that seems like her. Aw. That definitely seems like her. Going through these clothes has kind of inspired me. I have an idea for an outfit that I think I'm gonna have to make happen for sure. I'm gonna put her in this in the meantime though. That way we can get some reveal pics. Oh, she's so cute in this. I mean, too cute. I love an American Girl doll in some overalls. I mean, I just cannot get enough of that. I have little stickers that are like band-aids. I think I'm gonna put a band-aid on her shin. I think that'd be super cute. See these. I have these really cool stickers. I can't remember what these stickers are from. I'm almost certain they were probably from Kindy Kids. The faces remind me a lot of the Kindy Kid dolls. I'm gonna put one of these band-aids, probably the purple one, yeah, on her little knee. That's so cute. Oh my god. So let's figure out what shoes she's gonna put on. These could be cute. Part of me wants to do these boots just because, oh my god, boots. I think boots look so cute on the American Girl doll legs. I might do these. Although that kind of makes me want to do a longer sock because these are gonna cover the sock. You know what? Let's do both. Let's see what both looks like. I'm gonna change one sock. Maybe I'll zoom in over here so you guys can. She's so cute. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so cute just laying there. Oh my gosh. And this sock is so stretched out. Oh my god. But let's see how this shoe looks on her. And then we'll make a decision. That's adorable. But let's see what this looks like with the shorter sock. You know, I'm kind of digging this look more. Yeah, I kind of am. Like this holographic shoe is really cute on her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So this sweet girl, I'm gonna spend some time and play in her hair. I want to give her a cute hairstyle to match her whole vibe. But here's her look. That is just, oh my god, I love that so much. But that's her look. And now I'm gonna go and figure out her hairstyle. You guys, look at, this is how she looks when she opens her eyes with the glasses. It's just too cute. Oh god, she's just, oh god, she's so cute. She's so cute. Okay. Quite the ride. Oh my god, I enjoyed bringing her to life quite a lot. So much so that I figured out her name and I figured out this girl's name. Now, I might have named her before in the past, but the issue that I run into with my American Girl dolls, I've always had this rule where when I name a doll, if the name sticks, I'll remember it. And if it doesn't stick, they need a new name. But I do kind of think that maybe it's just because I've forgotten their name. And maybe it's not that the name didn't stick, it's just that I forgot. I'm going to start writing their names on them. And I know how people feel, like, don't write on the body or, you know, don't mark on the doll. But you remember how Andy used to, like, claim all of his dolls by putting his name on the toy's foot from Toy Story? I kind of want to do that, but instead of
writing on the bottom of their foot, I think I'm going to put their name on their underpants. That way it's not on their body, but it's attached to them. That way I could just be like, what's your name? And then just look at their underpants. That way I get to keep the charm and everything that comes with the name, because this girl's name is gonna be Nikki. Her name is Nikki, and I feel like that name fits perfectly. She looks like a Nikki to me. So her name is Nikki, or Nicole, but Nikki for short. And this little lady, her name is Nichelle. So that's my babies, Nikki and Nichelle. Nikki is obviously older. Yeah, she's obviously older. And Nichelle is her younger kid sister. These two girls, I am so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy. And I actually think I figured out what I want to paint. Now, yeah, things I was producing, they are fine. They're fine. And I do think that they're well done. It's just that I wasn't getting that spark. And I think I found my spark with the American Girl dolls. And I kind of want to open a commission. Yeah. Right. So my commissions are open. I'm going to open 3 slots. Yes. I'm going to open 3 slots specifically for American Girl, not necessarily restoration, so the doll doesn't have to be like beat up or anything in order to have work done. But if you would like a custom American Girl doll and you would like for me to paint them, send me an email and we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. We'll go from there. I'm not even sure if anybody will want their doll painted by me, but I know that painting these American Girl dolls has brought me so much joy recently. And I also think that I've gotten better, because like Nikki here isn't my first custom. Yeah, this girl was my first custom. And she's not bad, but a part of me kind of wants to erase her face today and try again. I think I finally figured out my formula for the American Girl doll. I do have a couple more heads and bodies and everything that Nina sent, and I'm gonna work on bringing them to life as well. If you enjoyed this video of me working on the American Girl dolls, let me know and I'll take you guys on the next ride with the other dolls that I have to restore. I mentioned previously that I have this blog about purchasing the American Girl dolls online for some reason. And I do think that it has a lot to do with my connection to American Girl was also going to the American Girl place in New York City. That's where I've gotten 90% of my dolls, outside of like this custom girl, this girl, the dolls that Nina sent. Yeah, so either they came from the store or they were gifts. So they're special. So buying them online feels weird. But what if I were to become an American Girl rescuer, where I found American Girl dolls online on secondhand places, and bring them home with the purpose of doing this. Just bringing them to life, giving them a new life. And then if they stay, they stay. And if they don't, I'll send them back out into the world for somebody to love them. I love that idea, because then it lets me freely engage with my dolls, my American Girl dolls, in a new way. It breathes some form of new life into my collecting American Girl, while still feeling like everything is special. They need to stay special, okay? They have to. There's so much awful shit in the world. My AG dolls have to stay special. Anyway, gosh. My last video wasn't the greatest video. It was talking about some heavy topics. So I'm not going to include a favorite comment from that video, but I will say thank all of you for commenting, and I will see you guys in my next one. If you want a commission slot, you just email me. Look at her, she's so cute. She's so cute. Bye, guys.